Everyone is familiar with feeling worried. It's a peculiar feeling. It can keep you up at night and make you tense and edgy during the day. And even though you hate feeling this restless and uneasy, it can still be so difficult to stop. You can even end up worrying about how much you worry. It's painful to accept that certain things are simply out of our control and we just have to wait for an outcome, one that we hope would not be a total catastrophe. You can take a measure of comfort in knowing that worries, doubts, and anxieties are a normal part of life. It's natural to worry about unpaid bills, an assignment that's almost due, or meeting someone for the first time. You do not want to stop worrying because then it would mean that you do not have a single care in the world. We all have to worry about something or someone, but this feeling, left unchecked, can so easily become excessive and uncontrollable. In this video, we explore a couple of reasons not to worry and how you can do your best to keep normal worry from escalating. Firstly, most things we worry about won't happen. You've probably heard this lots of times, but it can be hard to believe, especially when something you feared would happen in the past did happen. However, if you think about it, you'd see that most things simply never happen. And although a tiny fraction of things we worry about will happen, we really can't tell which ones will, and they rarely turn out to be as bad as we imagined. So we can save ourselves a lot of emotional energy by simply accepting the uncertainty and letting things play out. There's one thing certain about the future, which is that the future is uncertain. Anything can happen, which could be a blessing or a curse. Our minds, however, do not like uncertainty, so they try to create possible scenarios. This is actually a good thing because thinking ahead gives us an advantage. As we calculate the possibilities, we can take the necessary measures based on speculations. For example, knowing that financially difficult times are coming, we can prepare for them by spending less and saving more. The problem is that in the present moment, a situation that we have created hundreds of possible outcomes for unfolds in just one particular way. We could figure out a million possibilities and still be wrong. So what's the point then of the impossible task of trying to figure out exactly what the future is going to bring? As the German-born author Eckhart Tolle states, worry pretends to be necessary, but serves no useful purpose. Secondly, not all negative experiences are bad. Most people detest any kind of negative experience, but many of the most important breakthroughs in many facets of life have resulted from negative experiences. The safest cars have been built by analyzing previous road accidents that have occurred. Some of the best public speakers became so good because they messed up while delivering their first few speeches. People who worry chronically desire certain outcomes while being averse to others. Some worry about socializing because they don't think they will be liked by others, or some about their jobs because they are scared of losing them. By exploring many possible scenarios, the mind tries to prevent what is negative from happening and incur only what it thinks is best. But again, the future is uncertain, and for that very reason, we simply don't know if the things that we want to happen are truly good and the things that we do not want to happen are truly bad. We can't judge what's desirable or undesirable when it comes to present events because we don't know how things will turn out. Things that seem bad when they occur may turn out to be blessings at a later point in life, and we could even become grateful that they happened to us in the first place. Thus, there is no point in worrying about experiencing negative events since we cannot determine how they will turn out to affect us. Maybe losing a job is the best thing that happened to you, as it forced you to improve your skills or learn new skills and then land a much better job or start a business that succeeds. Maybe losing all your investments could lead you to become more humble and live a much more minimalistic lifestyle that turns out to be something that you really like. We just don't know. But it's comforting to keep in mind that every cloud has a silver lining. A few practical things that you can implement right away if you struggle to control worry are: 1. Limit your intake of negative news. There is only so much you need to know about the bad things that happen around the world, and there will always be bad things to report. Overexposure to these will only heighten your feelings of fear and anxiety. How often do you really need to be updated on every news report? My guess is not that often at all. So keep news consumption in its place. You can decide to try not to actively seek it out. 2. Stick to a routine. Try to wake up, eat meals, handle chores, and go to bed at the same times as much as possible. Having a schedule will maintain a sense of normality in your life and will help you to reduce your worries. Do you have a routine that gives you a sense of stability and certainty? 3. Stay healthy. Get sufficient sleep and exercise regularly. Eat healthy foods. Taking care of your physical health can improve your well-being and your approach to life. This can help you ward off worry. Do you need to improve your diet and exercise routine so that you can be healthier? 4. Think about others. Rather than isolate yourself, think of how you can help others like friends, family, neighbors, or total strangers who are in need. This can give you a sense of fulfillment and distract you from your own worries. Despite its many good moments, getting through life can be quite challenging. We don't want to compound our troubles by worrying about things we can't control and many that will never even happen. We can make our lives much more desirable by simply worrying less. Don't think you can't do it. Thank you for watching.